episode 53 for KERB online radio broadcasting, y'all. So I am so excited to talk about this topic today. We are discussing persevering through adulthood. Through adulthood. So I used to have this series that I was doing on YouTube about a year or two ago, and I was talking about adulthood being the worst hood. And I know y'all can identify with this because we are always working through something or growing through something, being an adult, from being a kid to what preteen, then being a teenager, then being a young adult, then being an adult. And it's kind of like you be feeling like, man, all these things I've been through and I've done, like, why I keep having these same issues? Like, what's going on? This is dumb. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to talk to these people. And at the end of the day, it's just all on us. Like, we have to stay focused and stay moving and staying positive about the stuff that we have going on and stay optimistic, because none of us are perfect and none of us have everything together, but we strive for perfection, right? I want to encourage y'all to continue to do all of the things y'all be doing. I know I'll be on here daily trying to motivate y'all, trying to inspire y'all. And when I tell y'all, I'm saying it to you guys, but I'm saying it to me too, because it has been a lot of stuff happening on this journey for Jess. And I know I'm not alone. So tap in if you would like. Let me know, like, if you agree, disagree. Give me a heart, give me a like, give me a share. Because right now we finna dig in from 6 to 7 and talk about persevering through adulthood, y'all, for real. And as usual, like I always tell y'all, if you are not tapping in on KERB, you don't hear the music I play, because I do play music in between on the radio. So tap in and just let me know what you guys think. Okay, KRB, I am back. So, persevering through adulthood. I was just telling TikTok and YouTube about how I know some of us, we have these things going on in our life, and we feel like, man, why do this keep happening to me? Or why do the people I hang around with have these issues? And at the end of the day, like, nobody has it all together. And that's the thing. That's why life is most definitely a journey. That's why people say it's a marathon, not a race, because it's a continuous strength training, mental training. Like, everything we do is a lesson learned for us, and that helps us get to the next level and get to the things that we need to do, because we most definitely can't say that we have all the answers because we do not. I want to just tap in right now and just tell y'all thank you right now for all the support, all the shares, all the likes that y'all always do. Thank you so much. Thank you for always tapping in 6 to 7 on Saturdays while I'm live on the radio at KERB Online Live. Applause to you guys. So, being an adult, let's start from the beginning. What I've been learning is I gotta start from the beginning, because people don't understand. Just never wanted this life. And people say, what are you talking about? I did not want to be grown. When I tell y'all, if it was any way that I could make myself not grown, I would really do it. Because I knew I didn't want these problems. Like they say, you don't want this smoke. I knew I did not want this smoke. I watched my mom, watched my grandparents, watched my uncles and aunts, watched my older cousins, and I just knew I did not want to be grown. And now being grown, seeing how everything going, it's ghetto. I knew I didn't want to be a part of this operation. And it's like, here we are. We have to be here because, of course, our age made us grown up. Our age made us legal. And it's like we're walking around here and everybody still be having that mindset as a child, because you don't know everything. And sometimes people walk around and they act like they have the answers and then turn around and mess something up. You know what I'm saying? You mess it up because you think you know what you're doing and you really don't. And you don't want to ask for help because you feel like, why would I ask somebody for help? I should know this. I'm grown, this, that, and the other. But that's why it's so important to get the assistance that you need. That's why it's important to reach out to people and get help, because we all need assistance. I was talking to one of my assistants earlier today, and she was helping me with this project I'm working on. And y'all, when I tell y'all, I was so excited that this girl was helping me, and we had did different projects together, but it had been a while since we did something. I guess about a year or so. And I'm like, oh my God, I miss you so much, because it's not easy. It's a lot to do this, to do that, to have this together, to have the other thing together, and everybody have their own things going on. So to not have assistance when you're on multiple projects, it's a headache. You can get overwhelmed, you can get stressed, like all of the things. And I just feel like it has been such a blessing that she was able to help me on this project, and I'm going to make sure that moving forward I tap in and ask her for more help, because I do not have it all together all the time, y'all. We are all out here working through this life, trying to get stuff done, working on executing, and nobody care about nothing that you tried to do. They only care about what you did. That's just like you can sit up here and be the nicest person, the best person in the world to people, and all they remember is the one time you made them mad, the one time you pissed them off, the one time they feel like you didn't do something that was in their favor, and you be like, dang, like what about all the other stuff I did? You know what I'm saying? And it's just being a grown up, being an adult, being a parent, being an older sister, being a daughter to your parents when you're no longer a kid, that's work. Because of course your parents always see you as their child. And I had to remind my parents that I'm your daughter, but I'm not a little girl. I am my own little girl, little boy. So all of these are transitions. And so when I say persevering through adulthood, I really mean that. Like literally persevering through this thing and knowing that, okay, I have to wake up, I have to execute, I have to stay focused, I have to be mature in this window because it's my life. I have to do these things, I have to get this stuff done. And so persevering through all the decision making, all of the things that you feel like didn't go in your favor, or being around the people that wasn't there to support you like you thought they were supposed to, that's the thing. So persevering through it all, knowing that you can make it through this stuff, and regardless of what's going on in your life, it's not that big of a deal. It's really not. A lot of times we go through things because we put ourselves through it, and that's something that I learned. Man, I've been learning it. Matter of fact, I didn't just learn it now. I've been learning it, and I see the difference in my life and the decision making I have. When you do things that doesn't help your situation, y'all, that is not a good decision. When you're around people that's not trying to do the same stuff as you, that's a bad decision. And so being an adult, it's our job to know, like, this is not going to help me. What purpose does this serve? I can go see this person, okay, we'll have fun at this time, but I have stuff that I need to take care of. This is not being productive, me being here with these people. This is not being productive, me spending money on this or spending money on that. Or do my kids really need this, or do they want this, or do I want them to have this? Like all of these things, and we have to learn how to push through this, persevere through this, and know that, man, all this stuff is temporary. So at the end of the day, let me execute on the things that I know need to happen without a doubt, and get this stuff done so I can be productive in life, so I can help other people, because that's what it's all about. Paying it forward, being there for others, others being there for you, and y'all been able to collaborate and get stuff done in whatever area of your life, whether it be business, whether it be school, whether it be work. If you notice, everybody have like departments at a business. It's departments, payroll, whatever service they provide. Then you gotta have somebody to handle the documentation for this, because payroll in itself, that's a whole nother area. Then you have somebody to take care of everybody information, to have all your birth certificates, like all of these things. Like it's always somebody that has a job to do. And so what I'm learning is, long as I do my job, for the most part, things should be smoothly. But years ago, I looked at it from a different perspective, and I'm like, okay, well, if I learn everybody else's job, then I'm aware of how things should go all around. And once I did that, that put me at a different level because I learned, okay, I can do this if this is going on, or I can't do this if this is happening, because everybody has a way of doing things. So it's the policies, it's the rules and regulations, and then it's the way that this person wants it. Because a lot of times you'll work somewhere, y'all, and all of the policies that is in place, the people don't even care nothing about that. They just want you to do what they want you to do. And it could be right or it could be wrong, but your job is to make sure that you make it through whatever day smoothly the best you can. And again, that's if you're in school, if you're at work, if you're doing business with somebody, everybody have a way of doing things. So learn their way, keep it moving, keep going, and don't stress yourself out. I do my best to be at the lowest stress level possible, especially when I'm doing things with a job or another business. Now, of course, when it's mine, the stress is going to be up and down anyway because it's my project. But when working with other people, you just want to make sure that you make things smooth for them, making sure that they can get their stuff done, making sure that you're an asset and not a liability, and keep it moving. Speaking about that, I was talking to my students last week and helping them understand the difference between assets and liability. And I had them watching one of the Rick Ross documentaries, and it's really one of my favorite ones to watch. And he's being interviewed, and that's basically what they're speaking on, assets and liability. So when I apply that to my everyday life, so is this an asset? Is this person an asset? Are there a liability? Is these things we doing together a liability? Can this help me grow, or can this knock me down some points? Or can this put me in a position where I can lose? So always thinking about these things is literally being an adult, making sure that what I'm doing day to day is a benefit, is something that's going to be an asset and not a liability. And if you don't remember nothing else about today, please remember that, because your life can change in a blink of an eye when you make a decision to deal with somebody or something that's more of a liability than an asset. Um, and that's literally my main thing that I've been focusing on, just with everything. Like, we all have things that we need to get done, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna get it done. Like, if people wanna help you with it, if people wanna believe in what you're trying to do, it doesn't matter. All that matters is what you trying to do, how you wanna do it, and you get this stuff done. Just period. You get it done. Okay, KRB. I'm gonna give y'all some Stevie Wonder lately. Okay, TikTok, YouTube, what do y'all think? Do y'all feel like adulthood has been kind to you? Or do you feel like you had to learn some hard lessons that you didn't want to learn? Like, what's the, I know for a fact, I'm not the only one that's been sitting here working through this thing called life and wondering, like, when is the stuff that they be saying, like, when you get grown, all this stuff is going to be easy. I ain't seen nothing easy yet, okay? Nothing has been easy yet, literally. And I feel like that's the point. It's not supposed to be easy. We just get better at making the decisions we need to help us on whatever we're doing. So thank y'all for listening. Thank you for tapping in. And we're going to keep it going. Adulthood. Persevering through adulthood. Persevering through adulthood. And I just want to say that I have had a little breaks in between with the episodes. So even though I was not going live on TikTok and YouTube, they still are on my the podcast deal. So it's on Spotify. Just Talk is on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, like all the podcast platforms. They're on there. So if you ever miss it, you don't hear my lives, like, that's okay. You can go listen to them after. I always make sure that they're up between this night and the next day. So whoever didn't get to catch it, they can catch it. So I'm just here to help. Just doing my best, literally. We all out here got stuff to do and gotta keep it moving. That is a fact. Okay, y'all. And so if you haven't tapped in on the radio station, it is KERB Radio Broadcasting. KERB Online Live Radio Broadcasting. Oh. Persevering through adulthood. Persevering through adulthood. That's what we on. Persevering through adulthood. So, as I tell you all the time, I'm constantly watching one of my favorite, I'm talking about one of my favorite motivational speakers. And I was able to see him in real life the weekend before last. And y'all, when I tell y'all, I'm still like, I'm stuck on that still, y'all, because it's plenty things that I've experienced in life, and that has not been one of them. I have not been able to see somebody that I really listen to regularly like that before. And so to be able to see ET, y'all, on the stage doing his thing, that was a blessing in itself. So everybody know I listen to Eric Thomas or watch his lives, his shows. Like, that's really like a part that motivates me regularly. Like, day to day, I'm listening to that man. And so persevering through adulthood, that has helped me listening to other people and see like their story, because we all learn from each other. And they say what they say, a smart man learns from his mistakes. A wise man learns from others' mistakes. And I think that's big. I don't have to be homeless to understand that that's not something I want to do. I don't have to be strung out on drugs to know I don't want to be strung out on drugs. Like, you can see stuff that people have done before you and understand that that's not the life I want to live. And I feel like being an adult, that's very important to understand that, man, I don't have to go through anything that I don't need to, because I don't need to. And I feel like being an adult, having kids, you do your best to show them things and help them understand that they don't have to go through anything if they don't need to. You know, we all have things that we know better. We know better than to do this. We know better than to do that. So don't put yourself in a losing situation. And I always use my beautiful baby as my example, because she has so much growing up to do, and she be thinking she know everything, y'all, and she not perfect, but I know that she working through it and working on it. I'm just constantly like trying to help her make the best decision possible, because she's still young, so she learning. I call her a baby adult because she's not quite fully grown, of course, but in her mind, because she done made it to this level and all of that, she grown. So cool. So we gonna call her baby adult because she just trying to get herself together. And we love her for it. We love her for feeling like she can do all these things by herself, even though we know she can't. But we still love her for feeling like she can be independent and get it done. We love her for it. So I know that I'm not the only one with these baby adults, people working through their minds, working through what they see, working through what they feel like they know. It's not easy, but we are there to help them as the parents, as the aunties, as the uncles, as the grandmothers, as the grandfathers, as the cousins. It's so many cousins that I look up to, and that's what I'm learning. That people feel like because that's not the mama or that's not the daddy, that can't nobody tell them nothing. No, you have to understand, even as an adult, that anybody can help you. I've learned so many things from the students I've taught. I've learned so many things from my mentees, people I've mentored. And it's like, man, for them to be young, they are wise, they are knowledgeable, they know so many things, especially when it comes to these electronics and stuff. Because look, Jess is doing the best she can in real life, but it's some stuff I'm still a little slow on. I'm trying to get it together, and I know that in time I'll figure it out. But if not, I'm just gonna pay one of them to do it, because get somebody else to do it always. I'm not gonna take myself through nothing unnecessary if I don't have to. Believe that. And so, on that note, KERB, I'm gonna give y'all another Erica Badu, Other Side of the Game. YouTube, TikTok, talk to me. What y'all got going on? Is adulting what you thought it was going to be? That's the question. Is adulting what you thought it was going to be? For me, yes. It's exactly what I thought. There's going to be a lot going on. And it is. It's always something. It's always something. And at times people are like, man, you always saying it. I say, well, it's really not a complaint, though. I don't feel like life has been as hard as it could be, because I see people going through things that I've never had to go through. And, I thank God that they were able to persevere through the things that I didn't think I could. And I've had talks with friends of mine, and they be like, man, I couldn't even think of going through this stuff that you went through. And they be making me feel like, well, dang, it's not like me either. And I'm the one that went through it. And so it's constantly like day to day building yourself up mentally. Like I always say, I want to be like a mental bodybuilder. I want my mind to be able to work through and process stuff and not let it affect my productivity, not to allow it to affect like how I'm interacting with people, because I talk to people all the time. At work, in business, shoot, with your kids, with your family, it's your spouse, it's you're continuously talking to people, communicating with people. And just because you're going through something mentally, emotionally, even physically, you can't take things out on people that they didn't make this happen to you. And at the time, you probably didn't make this happen to you. It's just something that's happening at the moment. And what I'm learning is this didn't happen to me. It's happening around me. It's something that I'm going to have to work through. My girlfriend the other day told me that I said something, and I don't remember saying this, but she wouldn't just say that. I tell people, my kids, anybody I'm conversing with, we don't say we broke, because that's not what it is. We working through something, or we don't see the finances haven't hit the account yet, but we're not gonna say we broke, because we're God's children. We never broke. He got everything we need. Okay. And when she said that, it really made me think, am I just out here just saying stuff? And I didn't feel like I'm just out here just saying stuff, but she brought that to my attention. So that means even if I was jokingly saying it, I said it, and she held me accountable for that. And I love her for that. I'm never like, I'm good at taking criticism. Constructive criticism don't bother me. If you show me where I did something wrong at, where I can improve, I'm gonna do my best to do it. And if I come a little short on it, I'm so okay. they told me such and such. I need to do better at that because I don't like nobody fussing at me thinking I did nothing wrong. And it's not about people fussing at you, but when people really genuinely care about you and they want to see you win and they see things in you that you can't always see in yourself, it's important to take heed. Now, if it's somebody just trying to be shady, we ain't worried about them no way because, you know, they could play in traffic. But if it's people that we really genuinely care about and we know that they mean well for us, listen to them. Don't be getting offended. Don't be getting mad. Don't be getting in your feelings, like they say. Get out your feelings. Get over it. Grow up. All of that. So, yeah, that's that. So, come on. Somebody trying to play with me right now. It's okay.
I'm not trying to play with y'all. Let me see. Shut up.
Appreciate you. So, this is a beautiful lactician.
Hey, y'all.
A beautiful lactician. And so, tell the people where they can find you. Let's start there.
Okay, so I am, oh, Jesus. I am on Instagram, Locked In by Me, so I abbreviated LOC, D as in dog, N as in Nancy, period, MI.
Okay. And so, y'all, this woman right here, I told y'all I had all these jobs before. Real life, the people be saying I'm a Jamaican, but she is.
I am Jamaican descent. Grandparents, my parents. I don't speak patois, but I know how to understand it. I'm a hustler, baby.
I just want you to know. No, so I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'll be laughing. I apologize. So we were speaking on persevering through adulthood. That is the topic tonight. Mm-hmm. Persevering through adulthood. And so I just shared some small experiences, not small because everything most definitely is big at you, but just some of the experiences I had to work through because we're not going to say nothing happened to us because this is life. We're on the journey.
Like if it don't happen, how did you grow?
Like it's, no, like we work through it. Yeah, we work through the things. So you can't make it to the next level if you don't have a level to overcome. So look at that. I should have wrote that down. I should have wrote that down. So, tell the people a little bit about you if you don't mind, beautiful.
TSU graduate, woo woo. Currently a teacher. I do want to take my business on full time, but running your own business, they don't tell you about like having to discipline yourself. Like when you have a regular 9-to-5 job, your accountability, you're held accountable by somebody else. But they don't tell you the mental strength it takes to hold yourself accountable. Say you're going to set a goal for yourself and actually make it. Say, hey, every day I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m. and give God first. Like the choices you make, you have to hold yourself accountable. And it's not easy. Life be life and stress is stressful and stress makes you tired. Oh, Jesus, stress makes you tired. And it makes it makes it harder to keep going. But once you accomplish all these different things and reach those boundaries and overcome them, the reward is it's not even monetary. Like I can't even explain the reward that it gives you because it makes you keep going in what you're doing.
I know that's right. So KERB, I have a beautiful guest. Say your name, please.
Misha.
It's Misha. And so Misha is a beautiful lactician, entrepreneur, and educator. And so I was just letting her share a brief story about persevering, and she's explaining on how being an entrepreneur, that's her full-time dream. But at the moment, she understands that she has to have more discipline. So.
Yes. Hey guys. So back to the story. So yeah, like with this past year, I have decided to try to tackle my business full-time, cold turkey, with a full heart. I almost got a big heart and a small mind because why did I think that not keeping my 9-to-5 to pay my bills and giving my business where I'm minimal clientele right now and still trying to grow was gonna pay bills and I wasn't gonna struggle. No, life is about the struggle. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like life is about your challenges. Life is about your struggles and your choices.
Thanks.
Because I'm not gonna lie to you, the successfully privileged are the weakest ones. They're being controlled. They're being told what to do. They didn't have to be strong. They were told to be strong.
Right.
Like, your strength is different when you have to do it on your own. That's why I'm not going to lie to you. When you raised in the hood a little bit, some people I'm not saying that, but I'm saying people are raised in the hood and they come out of it, and those doctors and lawyers, and you be like, dang, my homeboy did this, and we was raised at Acres Home. Well, some people's upbringing, that negative energy, you want to overcome that. You want to overcome them negative thoughts. You want to overcome a challenge. Like, challenges are meant to build your character, and some people fall weak. They fall victim to their challenge, and that's when depression sits in and all these different emotions that you're feeling, instead of just pushing through. Like, when they say have faith in you walking through your problem, literally walk through. Do not stand in your issues.
Please. They'll swallow you up.
It's whole. Not even a bite mark left.
And so, I always ask everybody this. If you can put perseverance in the sentence, what is that to you, perseverance?
Trying to become Superman.
Okay.
You see him in these battles and on these TV movies, and he's getting shot at. Things are smacking him in the face. He is literally walking through fire, flying up to the air, to the moon, not to breathe, to fall back down to catch his air. Like, all these things that he's still standing 10 toes down for his own life. So in that sense, it's like you're gonna be hit with bullets. You're gonna hit with all these different obstacles and different things in your life that may make you want to die. Literally, literally want to just choke yourself out.
Yes,
one time.
Right.
And it's the mental strength. It's God's will that keeps you going. Like, and that's like, but people be like, God's too busy for me.
Baby.
One thing I'm always gonna say, I'm God's favorite. I am spoiled. If it ain't by my family, it's definitely by God. Because anything I have to pay for, if it wasn't today, it was tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, so it's, in the sense of perseverance, it's like perseverance is trying to be Superman. I am trying to overcome any obstacle that comes my way with a high head.
High head.
Somebody, if I put my head down, my crown is gonna.
It's gonna fall. And then what?
Right. I'm over here looking like a peasant. Oh.
Right. Thank you.
I would never. I will not be peasantry material.
Dang. No, it's you saying peasant and your child, Ryan, always. When I tell you, my son. So shout out to Dr. Cece. My friend Dr. Cece, y'all. We was out to eat one time. Real quick story. We was out to eat at the Mexican restaurant. The one it said Humble. The one in Humble. On West Wilson Road.
Girl.
Not. Dang, it's like 3 of them right there.
It's a big one right there, right there. It's at the intersection. I don't know.
Mi Ranchos.
There you go.
So we was at Mi Ranchos, y'all, eating, living our best life. Okay? And so Ryan was looking at this lady, and she was like, you know, one of the waiters, and she was helping like clear off the table. And so this is Dr. C. Ryan, let the people help you, you know, but let them do it because, you know, you're a prince, you're a king. He's talking about, so are they like peasants?
And I know he said it with a full face and a whole heart. Like, all right.
Yeah, so now because of Dr. Cece, my son think when people is helping him out, they're peasants because he's the prince. He's about to be a king.
And you better carry yourself as such.
Look, y'all.
He's gonna be a janitor. He gonna be talking about y'all. Janitor. We royalty, y'all.
And when I tell y'all, I always say Ryan challenged me. The man, that's a little man. Like anybody that know Ryan J can tell you, my dad called him been here before. Because the way that brother,
he's an old spirit.
Man, he be quick with it. He dead in on your real quick. And you want to smack him, really. But it's kind of like he really don't be saying nothing wrong, but you just don't feel like he should say that to you. Because you're my kid. Like, and then it's kind of to it double-edged sword because I am a little smart-mouthed, so it may, you my kid, and that makes a lot of sense. But at the end of the day, don't play with me. Find somebody to play with. And it's just when you watch kids, and I was just speaking on how even though somebody is not the parent or not the, you know, the grandfather, grandmother, or the dad, yes. that doesn't mean that you can't help them. And I know you have a plethora of nieces and nephews, godchildren, and so from being an adult in that aspect and assisting in raising people kids, how do you feel about when you're persevering in that window? Because you're a big role model for some of the kids.
I had to learn that, like, even just in my big age, everybody's life is your life and everybody's life around you is a lesson, literally. Like, I remember my dad used to tell me, Mr. Day used to tell me, you act like your problem's bigger than everybody else's. And is. I'm a princess. And that's literally in my mental state about 16 years old. That's really how I felt. I don't understand because I'm not getting my way, and I don't understand why I'm not getting my way. So yes. But I really think, like, in my adult age now, I'm thinking about it, and I'm hearing different stories, and I'm hearing different people, and I'm like, God, oh man, I appreciate you.
Right.
Like, I saw like, in today's prayer, that's all I got. I know I'm still, we got other stuff to talk about.
Right.
I really, man, I could be somewhere else.
Yes.
I could be something else. I could be someone else. Like,
yes.
So with having to, like, take advice and hear people tell me where I may fall short, I don't think my facial expression is ever a smile. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not, but I do.
Hardly ever.
Oh, I'm a walking meme mug, y'all.
Hardly.
See me at the grocery store.
Ever. What they call it, the resting face?
Like literally a small side joke, commercial break. I'm at the gym today and I'm pumping.
But you're minding your business.
I'm in my headphones, young boy.
Thugging.
And old man had to be like 80, 85. He was like, excuse me.
Right.
The facial expression.
Right, because what do you want?
He was like, you look so mean, but you are gorgeous. I just had to tell you that.
The veil of the mama makes me sick.
Thank you. But that literally made my day. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes people who are naturally looking me, they pay bills. What? My mind is literally on my next move. I'm at the gym, yeah, but I'm thinking about where I'm going next, what I have to do today, what's my daily plans. So, with that being said, when people are advising me, I'm never on a smile. But it's always on a thought, though. I'm never not taking in consideration. Like, my personal growth is going back and I just lost my word. I usually self-reflect. Self-reflection is super important. Self-reflection is so important. And I'm not talking about after a drunk night, you're trying to recall your thoughts.
That's different.
That's a whole different story. But I mean, like, having a really hard week and taking the lesson from it, people fail to realize, like, when you're going through something, it's not because God wants to punish me.
Yeah.
It's never, I hate when people say, God's punishing me. No. Life is about learning, and life is about your choices once more. So if you're not learning from your mistakes and you continue to make these choices, it's like, how many times can you go around the Monopoly board and not get no money? Like, how can you hit past go and then cash out 500?
At least.
At least.
What's going on?
And I had to learn that everything that was happening to me wasn't because it wasn't meant for me.
Yeah.
I wasn't handling the core. If God has you a blessing, and you just start throwing, blessing, thank you, Jesus. I didn't take, there's my blessing. I didn't take care of it.
Yeah.
So how can I expect to even be rewarded from anything if I didn't even notice it was a blessing as it was? It gave me breath. It gave me life. It literally gave me air, and I just treated it like it was nothing.
Nothing. Peasantry thoughts.
And that's even in the advice. People would take people's advice that missed the whole point. Missed the whole complete step. I was just telling you that, your favorite color blue, but green look better on you. I didn't mean to say that you couldn't wear blue or that you should never wear blue. We had this conversation the other day. She laughing. And we argue about our favorite color is green. She's a hater and a user, and she tries to, like,
it's fine.
She wants to beat me so bad.
That's what it is. I wake up, that's my thought, man, how can I be like Misha?
I knew it. I knew the world revolved around me. I just knew the world revolved around me.
Side note, she's a Leo, so any of you Leo people watching this, I just keep y'all in my prayers daily because y'all literally think in real life, in real time.
She's a choice. Leo people, gang, Leo gang. Like, her choosing words wisely.
I'm surrounded. I literally cannot escape
You must attract Leos.
Leos. I feel like these are lessons that I have to continue to learn.
You know what? She needs to be grateful she has us in her life because you know why? We keep her confidence high. You know that? Us Leos, you ever been a Leo and all of a sudden you just feel bold about yourself?
I know that's right.
Y'all are welcome. Y'all are welcome.
It's y'all. I got it. No, for real. I got it.
God's cup of tea.
You know, it's not because Virgos
do anything
or goddesses. First of all, yeah, that's another. We're spiritual beings. We can see what's going on before y'all even say what's going on because we feel y'all energy. Anywho, we just allow y'all to think.
She lucky. I'm a day for short for being. I'm a Virgo. I'm a Virgo because my birthday is literally the last day of being Virgo. I'm a Virgo, so she is smidgely lucky because I have that gift anyway. So I'm a.
Here she go.
I call me my main when I tell her the truth.
I hear you, girl. I hear you, and I'm here for it. And
but even in the sense of even just us being able to allow somebody else, like using our energy to allow someone else to shine.
Yeah.
Like, you never know. Like someone's words may be hurtful. Someone's expression towards you may be hurtful.
Right.
But really think about how you can like mold that into like your armor. I call it my armor. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I get a challenge, and I think about the lesson that I was learning from it. What part of my body did that protect me from? Was it like did I get my heart broke and it really was a shield from the bull mess that could have came?
Right. It's a
was
safe
it
space.
an educational thought or okay? I don't know kind of
right.
Space
it's a safe space.
Okay, but literally like. Did I literally like stub my toe to not go out because then I find out they were shooting that night?
Man,
like,
come on,
like little protection
Divine
that you don't
intervention.
even. Like you literally don't know what God's protecting you from. I remember one day I had a client. I thought, man, okay, we can be a little quick for hours. I came in. This man wanted Insta-locks. It's my whole.
Some people don't know what that means. Give them a quick look.
Okay, so Insta-lock basically is this. You have formations of creating locks. You can do starter locks to where you allow it to frizz on its own, and over time you will be able to have locks. Instant-lock is really taking a needle, a crochet needle, and intertwining hair to mat it together to make instant lock. So that when you walk out my chair, you shake your dreads, they're literally already dreads.
Yeah.
Years down time.
Okay.
Poked my hole about 16 times. I'm strong, y'all. I'm healing.
Very strong.
Lesson learned that
physically
day.
and mentally.
Physically and mentally. But I think I was supposed to go out that night, and so much happened that day that I'm glad God protected me from that day because I probably would have missed church the next day, and then no telling what spirals from there. Like a lot of times, like when he didn't answer your call or that job didn't come through, it was protection.
Yeah.
Somebody at that place didn't like you.
Yeah.
And God didn't want you to have to deal with that. That person was just using you. And God protected you from that. That person wanted to corrupt your mental state, and instead of uplifting you, they wanted to tear you down, and it wasn't meant for you. And sometimes we fight for what we want. I'm fighting for what I want. We fight for what we want. Yeah. And we realized by the time we didn't carry all them groceries to the house, it's a hole at the bottom of the bag.
Look.
I actually left what I went for. What I went for, I was left behind because all these bags I'm trying to carry.
Bag lady.
Bag, like, don't do me. I love my Erica bag.
I literally just play like all of them music just stuff. That's funny.
But in the sense of like, that's why I love like indie rock music because those messages behind it. Like Erica Badu has one song, and don't judge me, y'all.
No judgment zone here.
My husband gotta be a hood nigga because I just love a rough soul.
And so explain that.
A hood nigga is not a hood. A hood nigga is not a nigga who sells drugs. A hood nigga is not a nigga who is just out there wilding. A hood nigga is a nigga that was literally raised in the hood and has that physical, mental strength that just comes out of his like aura. Like
it just comes out of his pores.
When he walks, you can just tell like, ooh.
Okay, he's built different.
Yeah, like it ain't no flim. Like if I poked him, he wouldn't move. Like,
and
and I'm clumsy. Like
you can say all your little stuff you say, and it's not gonna phase him.
Okay, it's like I say something and he make a joke out of my seriousness. You see me sad, you want to pick me up, literally because you're that strong. Like,
come on, they're strong.
Mentally, mentally, physically, emotionally, like you're emotionally strong for my weak emotions. Like, come on now, like a lot of times you're too emotional, or you're too this, or
that part.
You know, you're just a weak-minded man.
You do the most.
You're a small man. I call small men not physically small, but in mentality, in your heart, you're small, because if someone tells you their emotion and it triggers your emotion to be a negative emotion, how do you grow with people? Like, how do you really take people into consideration in your life if you're not even considering how they feel about something to even want to make a change of action?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't want to change. A lot of people wear masks.
Did y'all? A lot of people don't what?
Don't want to change.
Don't want to change.
People who get babies before the age 25, that was forced upon them. They didn't want to change.
Yeah.
Like, some people are forced into change, and they be like, man, God did that for me. Yeah, because you wasn't going to do it for yourself.
Right. Where does it go? And I most definitely can identify. Like I just told you, I never wanted to be a grown up. And I never wanted that to happen for my life.
No.
And so when God gave me that little girl, when God gave me that beautiful angel that I call my fairy, when I had Tinkerbell, guys,
she birthed the crazy.
When I tell you, when I had that little girl, I had to be grown. It was nothing I could do about it. It was just like, dang.
That's why I'm not ready. I tell
dang.
You know what's funny? I make that joke all the time. I say when I have a son, excuse me, no 19.
I hate you.
When I have my son, because Lord don't let it be a girl ever. I didn't witness it.
Y'all hear that? She just gonna tell God what to give her.
When y'all pray, aren't you? I pray specifically. I don't know how y'all prayers go. When I tell Lord I want my husband to be tall, dark, and handsome, above 6'1", I know he on the way. He not in Houston right now, because y'all know little fairies. He not in Houston. He not in Houston right now. He got to be on the way. He got to get a job pretty soon. It's gonna lock him down.
No, real life.
Like, you never know who's on the way for you on God's time, not yours. But besides saying that, back to her. I'm trying to get to where we was before you threw me off.
So it's my fault.
No, never.
You know, I don't remember.
Never there. Dealing with fairies. So you never know who God's literally protecting you from there. You never know who is coming on your way. Like I said, I do like my preference is hood nigga. So that's because I'm a strong woman, and I like to feel protected. So if I'm already strong, I need double enforcement. So when you're going through things, it's always protection.
Okay, hold that real fast. So KERB, we thank y'all. This time went fast. And so TikTok, YouTube, we still with y'all. But KERB, we love y'all. Thanks again for the platform. It's Jess and Jess Talks. And this was episode 53. And this was the beautiful
53. Ooh.
I know, right?
Locked in with me. LOCDN, period, MI.
All right, folks. See y'all next time. Y'all, they be going so fast. Like I'm not even playing. It be going fast. So continue.
You said she do me.
I'm sorry.
All of a sudden, now I was continuing. Okay, back to our thoughts. Okay, so we were speaking on building our armor up and being protected by God. Yes. We were talking about my preference of hood niggas and why. And then
no fairies.
No fairies. Houston, y'all. When they came out, it was a fairy. I just knew that was a man singing. I had to be. I just knew when I went to go see this TikTok, I just knew it would be a man singing the song because y'all are fairies. I'm sorry, y'all are very weak-minded men. Man. And only on the strength of
everything be.
You don't want to deal with anyone's emotions, but you ain't ready to deal with your emotions.
All of them.
All of them. Your mommy issues, your daddy issues, your best friend issues, your relationship issues from your past, what you want for yourself but don't want to work towards. Like, I realized, I don't know if it's the South and the heat that make y'all lazy. But, no, literally, like, I see so much potential in so many beings. Like, I can just see the aura of like, God protection over you and what you're capable of. And it's just, like, you don't have the will. Like, and family trauma is some bull. Hardship is some bull. Because those are all lessons that you need to learn from. And if you're not willing to learn the lessons, example, for those who smoke weed. If addiction's in your family, you realize like at least once a day, every day, I'm not smoking big bags, but I gotta smoke every day and I can't stop. You're dealing with something.
Right. It's a real thing.
It's a real thing. And addiction is not just a disease. It is an emotional torment against yourself.
Yeah. So you gotta figure out what's the
underlying alcoholism, and it's an emotional torment against yourself. All these things that we use to cope. Some people cope with themselves in work and they miss out on love. Like some people overdo it. Like
yeah, I did that.
We've had conversations where I know people who I saw this one girl.
But I was addicted to working, real life.
No, I literally saw on Instagram. There's this girl who shows off her dogs, Big Daddy in them. Okay. Every time she breaks up with somebody, she go gets a degree. She on her second master's. I'm like, man, I wish my heart was looking. She's strong. Because when your heart break, your mind work. Oh, baby girl, what you drinking? Because I need that lemonade because I need my heart to shut down and my mind be on full throttle. What?
It's nothing. Next degree.
next degree. Right. March it off my dead list.
It's crazy you say that though, because you said it and I thought it before, but I was real life like addicted to work because you got to take care of business. So I'm like, as long as I'm taking care of business, I ain't got time for none of that no way. So, here and there, you talk to people, entertain people, but it's when you feel like it.
And it's funny because
I remember feel like it.
I remember working in relationships and the moment I get upset about something, phone on do not disturb. I will talk to you at 7 p.m. when I get home from the
gym. It's in my leisure.
You're not going to be on my mind all day, upsetting me and what I got to do.
Time. I got stuff to do.
I just feel like I don't know. Us Leos don't like nobody in control. So I feel like you don't have to have me like that.
The audacity, this guy.
Audacity. Right. You want to hold my heart without care,
man.
How dare you?
Look,
not I.
I was watching something because I'm always watching some type of motivational or listening to something, and it was saying how you want a man, but you a man.
But see,
you know what I'm saying?
But it's funny
and he explained it. He said if you don't feel like you can accept assistance for a conversation, like I was just saying, criticism, constructive criticism, and somebody is saying something because they love you and they want to see you do well, but you automatically take offense to it, how could you ever be in a relationship? Because everything is going to offend you. You're going to feel like somebody is attacking you because that's the wall you have put up.
And sometimes it's how can I explain this? Because I've been in conversations where somebody's giving me criticism and my rebuttal comes off as if I'm not receiving it. Mm-hmm. But sometimes, like before, even in my criticism, I sometimes want the person to have a full understanding. Like I was always raised in my mind that nobody's listening. Okay. Because I was the youngest. So I'm always looking up to everybody's conversation and trying to chime in on a moment of break. Like, okay, y'all got quiet. Well, I want to do this.
Right.
Anybody right. And so now it's like,
I just noticed this. You need to get sorry. That is green.
See, she's like,
sorry. I'm sorry.
But I felt like that, even in conversation, and I do it to people, so I know it's being done to me. I blank. You can see the blank out in their eyes in conversation to where you're talking to them and they're like,
they checked out. Yeah.
And then you say, oh, okay.
I'm instantly pissed off.
I'm instantly upset. So it's sometimes even in your mate, like I respond and I'm intrigued in conversation. I'm trying to get a full understanding to let you know, one, I'm listening. Two, I know I'm not always right, but at the same time, I want you to understand my full point of view before drawing criticism. Because sometimes somebody's criticism could come from a negative place because they want to control what you're doing. A lot of men
say that again.
Don't know how to lead and they choose control. Ugh. And they don't realize they're doing it, but that's that narcissism. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, guys, everybody hates the N-word. Not the other N-word.
Right.
The new N-word, narcissistic. And there are narcissistic women.
They so offended when you say it.
But I'm not gonna lie to you, I love a narcissist. Great conversation. They love to argue.
They really do have good conversation.
If you're a real narcissist, you're gonna get the bag. You're gonna get that money.
They got to.
That's the only thing on their mind. They don't care about nobody else but themselves. And the only reason they care about you is because you make their lives conducive and productive. So they have to care about you because you're doing something for them.
Mm-hmm. You're an asset. But the moment they feel like you're not.
But the funny thing is, most black men are like that. When you have to be raised from nothing or with no understanding, and then you have to make something of yourself, about 5 to 10 years of your life is strictly focusing on yourself and what you wanted. And nobody came into mind. And now that you fell in love with someone and she's complaining about certain things, you're not understanding because I still want these certain things for myself. Me. So
then the moment you bring up anything, you're selfish.
Oh yeah, I hate that S word. Cause what? Someone told me I just bought you some shoes and took you out to dinner, and I don't want to be the man in a relationship. I want to be a fairy.
The fairy.
I mean, like, not even the sense of like I hate that dating a man and I call you and tell you a need and it's not a financial need.
Right.
And I can tell you how, man, this girl at work got me messed up. I really want to go on this email and go off. And I want to be like, yeah, baby, go do that. Nah, baby, don't do that for real, you'll lose your job. But yeah, baby, vent. Like, allow me to vent and you just be my cheerleader on my football coach.
Don't be judging me.
Don't judge. And if you are judging, make a joke out of it. Like, it's all truth and jokes for sure. So I'm listening.
And I feel like on that note, we have, since I've been knowing you these years, even though you seem a little harsher than people think you really are.
I'm a fairy to my man. Oh,
and that's what I'm saying.
I'm soft.
I feel like, in all honesty, that you would not have a problem with submitting to who you're actually married to.
Oh, rewind from the beginning.
Yeah.
She's Jamaican. I was raised to be submissive. When I say my grandmother still carries my grandfather's dinner every night on a tray, glass of water to the right with a glass of ice to the right with a bottled water. His knife and fork is wrapped in a napkin. His plate is a white plate, food on top with a covering napkin. Like, I was raised to be submissive, but these men don't make you want to submit. I'm not your mom. I'm not your mother. It's nothing to submit to.
And I feel like when I was married, it's no shade. I have to always say this because people that know him, because people that know him, they be telling him stuff, and it's never shade over here. I love that man. I feel like, in his own way.
He gave her kids.
I love my children, so I'm most definitely.
That's 50% of love that is for me.
If nothing else, I always love him for giving me my babies. My babies are amazing. I don't feel like he's a terrible person. I feel like he could have made better decisions. We all can.
I mean, that's life.
And that's life. So that's it. It didn't work. We're good. But at the end of the day, when I was married to him, he did not have anything to worry about.
Yeah.
Period. And he didn't. So it's just one of those things where we're raised to submit, but when you out here and you want to try to just
I'm not gonna lie to you.
like
it's small things over your head to make it feel to make you feel powerful.
Yeah. What are we doing?
And if I don't like to you as a man, if you're leading your household, that's your power. You shouldn't have to make yourself want to feel powerful or want to feel needed, because you know that every day you come home and there's a hot cooked meal, your kids are in bed tucked in, and your home is clean.
And then when you
had an emotional moment at work and you didn't think it was emotional because you were just venting, which is your emotions.
Right.
She was there to listen. And respond with godly praise.
Mm-hmm.
But then those are the weak women
that
you cheated on because they care. They love the ones that don't care about them.
Yes.
It's that mama trauma.
It really is mommy issues. But in the realness though, we say these things, and I feel like guys and women at times are not understanding that they really have things that they need to get assistance for. So what I learned was I have a self-sabotage thing that I had to work on. As soon as I saw something going smoothly, I'm like, there's got to be something about to happen. The bottom got to be falling out. Boom. I'll make something happen automatically. I can't explain it. I don't know why I would do it.
Oh, baby, her self-sabotage is different.
It was bad. I would just...
I have moments where I may wake up and I'm just drowned in negative thoughts.
Yeah. Oh, no. Because Virgos are impulsive. It can be a very positive thing.
That's what my problem is.
It can be a very positive thing, but something it can be a negative thing. But once it's in our mind and we see it, boom, we're doing it today. If we have the money,
I'm not gonna lie to you. That is me. Like,
I'm talking about at that moment. Let's go. It's happening that day. People be looking at me like, mind your business.
That part.
Mind your own
Critique
business.
after it fails. Critique after it fails. Let me do what I'm gonna do. Watch me fail.
Right.
This God's lesson, not yours.
Not yours.
But no, in the sense of I was like that for a long time. I remember growing up, and I'm a sneakerhead. So like when I say back in the day, Jay was $100. Oh, I was busting that down weekly. Okay, so my dad gonna give me a 20 for lunch this week. I'm gonna ask my mama for 20.
Right.
I'm gonna ask my grandma for 20. I'm gonna ask my auntie for 20. I'm gonna ask my grandpa for 20. Boom. That's my honey. And then when Saturday come, I'm gonna ask for another 20 and see what they say.
Yeah.
And then by that time, I'm begging to go get the shoes. And my mom used to always say, if it's meant to be there, they gonna be there. Leave me alone. We're gonna get up in a second. Woman, I remember sneaking out the house one day with my best friend, knocking. Come on, let's go.
Right.
We better ride with the hit a leak or something.
Right.
Going to Grace Point to get the J's. I remember a pair of 7s, the gray ones with the purple stitching. Yes, them.
This child.
But to say that it's like sometimes we fight so hard for things and then they fail through, and then we do have self-destruction.
Yes.
Because it's like, dang, God, like I was really on that.
Right.
I've been running that mile for 3 months, and man,
The whole time.
If you don't get this gone, and it's like, I didn't tell you to run. We knew you could run.
Right.
I knew you ran track in high school. I knew you had lung capacity. I knew your legs were working
Exactly.
when I told you to stand up this morning. But you don't have any strength. You don't have any muscles. Your body's not burning fat because you don't have any muscles. Why were you running for 3 months when I didn't tell you to run? Were you listening to the messages? Every day when you stood up, your knees were hurting because they had no strength. Did you hear me?
Bad knees.
Bad knees. No good knees. So it's like sometimes we're not even hearing like what.
We're not quiet enough.
We're so focused on blue that we actually forgot that our favorite color was green.
That's a real thing, and I can identify.
Me.
So we most definitely gonna have to have you back again. This has been
pleasure, boy.
Very much so. And as usual, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Love on others. Love on those that love on you. And if they don't worry about it. Pray for them and keep it moving because there's nothing you can do about it. That's their problem, not yours. All we can do is what we can do. And as my sister just gave me this new hashtag, I'm just doing the best I can. Literally. Just doing the best that I can. JS.
At this point, I'm just doing all I can.
And remember, when you look good, you feel good. As always, it always helps me. And just keep doing the best you can. Seriously, we not perfect. It's not gonna be perfect. This was Jess Talks, episode 53. So y'all look, when I hit 60, I'm serious. I'm serious. Like, this has been an entire year of me being live on the radio. This is real. This is nothing I ever imagined for myself.
Weekly?
Yes, every Saturday.
53 weeks is a full year.
And I'm just like, and it would be more than this had I not did the, when I went out of town and stuff. I didn't do the, I didn't do the live.
So you're not in the full.
So, yeah. So, on the cool, I would have been at like 56. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just grateful and I'm thankful. I'm full of gratitude. Nobody has to support you, but y'all do. So, thank you. Love y'all. It's Jess Talks. And this is episode 53. KERB Live online radio broadcasting. This was Misha, and y'all can follow her on all the platforms at
LOCDN_MI.
All right. Love y'all.